It rained yesterday, it rained last night, it rained overnight. Good morning, guys. We have a lengthy appointment today in Gig Harbor. This is, again, across the bridge, and no time like the present. Let's just do it. Yay. Well, here's the trees that I film every year. When they get the leaves, when they lose their leaves. They never had big leaves this year. They were pretty sparse. Yeah, as you saw, they are beginning to lose their leaves. It's almost the end of August, guys. Summer is just about over. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. Especially if the rain's coming back. It seems like every time I head across the bridge, I always film it. Well, you guys want to know something? Not to, okay, I'll film it today. A little bit anyway. Yeah, here we are, across the bridge. Oh, it's a beautiful day. There's the water, all the water out there, lots of water. It just kind of sucks that every time there's like a fire somewhere, it's like, wow, can't we just take like this water and magically transport it to put out the fires? That'd be great. So here we go, lengthy appointment today. We've also filmed going across here before. This is the Purdy Spit. Every time I go across this bridge, like a big old dump truck comes on the other side, and there's not much room on this bridge. What? No dump trucks this time? Wow! Awesome. Also looks like the tide's in too. If the tide's out, when we go back, maybe we'll stop off and take a look at the wild sea life. Maybe. Depends on how long this job takes me. Oh, there's a bald eagle over here. We're flying with the eagles. He's looking for his meal. So is that seagull. So today I'm working on a Ford F350, real bad, big bad boy. And amongst other things, I'm replacing the drag link right there. So, oh, this should be fun. All right, again, no time like the present. So, just like a shirt that is dirty at the end of the day, I am off. Oh, no, I'm not. Now I am. Had to release the emergency brake. Make sure I've got my scanner, I've made a double check for tools, and I'm out of here. Well, we were gonna stop here. I wonder what's going on. I wonder if we're allowed to stop here or not. I mean, I know we're allowed to stop here, but I'm not sure if we're allowed to stop here. Yeah, maybe something happened. We have, what, the police behind us, and we've got a fire truck back there. But hey, there's the water. We got a sailboat out there. Got a boat over there. Pretty water. But the tide's, it's not that far out, so maybe it was just coming in and now it's just starting to turn. That's what I would guess, if I had to guess. All right, so let's see if we have a dump truck going the opposite direction. Oh, yeah, see? But I'm not on the bridge right now. There's a dump truck. See, always, coming or going, at least once, a dump truck on the bridge. And see, he's over the yellow line there too, so it's just like really sketch. Let's see if it happens when we're up there. Is there another one? Oh, hi, Seagull. What's up? Nope. 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 No problems. Woohoo! Awesome. Alright, and here we go, back again. Not on the same bridge, on the newer of the two bridges. It still completely amazes me every time there's like this big, great, humongous architectural like technology, and I mean, it's just crazy. Think of all the weight that is on this bridge, and all these tiny little wires are what suspend us above the water. And the pilings that go in, they don't move. They're deep enough that they don't move. And yet the whole bridge moves a little bit because it's windy up here. That's just so crazy. So crazy to think about all that weight just suspended by these cables. Crazy. Coda, with his diaper. Buffy without a diaper. Yet. She's looking so uncertain. She's like, oh, what did I do? Okay, so end of the day. We have eaten dinner. I have showered. I have vacuumed. You did PTA stuff today. And I trimmed the dog's nails and made a work order for tomorrow. And that's her night. Alright guys, see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye. I'm just kidding. We're going to do some COC first so that we can bring you guys into what we're doing. And... What? Oh yeah, it is loud. Watch this. Are you guys ready? 3, 2.
Wait, there's another one.
Oh, one more. Uno mas.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one.
Wow, no wonder why our power bill is so outrageous. So the temperature today was absolutely amazing. However, tonight the house started warming up. I don't have to yell anymore either. By the way, my meeting the other night, I was loud enough for it. There was a time in my life to where I would give a speech or like a book report or whatever in front of the class in school, and I was like, way down here, and people couldn't hear me, and everybody's like, speak up.
I just didn't show up those days.
Such a rebel you are. So how was your day?
It was good.
So
It was busy.
with the PTA, there are fundraisers.
Yep.
And stuff like that. And I think that it's going to be really, really neat, especially for Halloween time. But we can't say Halloween because Halloween has been taken out of schools.
It's like a spooky season, maybe. I don't know.
Spooky season? I don't know either.
But today wasn't mostly fundraiser stuff. Today was just kind of
Organized.
I had a couple meetings and I talked to a couple people and I have webinars and stuff to take and
There's actually classes and stuff.
things to learn and yeah.
But you're no stranger to this. You've done it before. It's
Well,
just, hey,
I
get your
haven't
paws down.
done it to this extent. I just was like,
A part of it.
I just volunteered my time and helped wherever they needed. I didn't have to run the show. What do you want? Oh, you missed the look on her face. What's going on?
And this is what we deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We have a very emotionally needy dog.
What?
Okay, so we're going to do COC and we're going to jet through these because there's like...
All right, Jet, just go.
There's
Stop.
a lot of different comments.
Just go.
Francis Royer, first, yay!
Wow.
Jolson, the frame and axle stay attached to the home. I was talking about mobile homes like single and double wides.
Okay.
They usually just take the wheels and tongue off of them. Oh, I had no idea. I mean, I thought that maybe that's what they did.
What are you doing, Buffy?
She's trying to get by. April Clancy, newbie here.
Whoa.
Again, welcome. This is so awesome.
Wow.
I grew up going to the same school my dad and family had gone to in Puyallup. In fact, the same principal was there. He'd started as a teacher when my dad went, Mr. Keener. We had fun with that name. And there was another teacher there for my dad's time. My dad was born in 42. Wow, my dad was born in 43. So we're really close. And the paddle the teacher used was still hanging in the classroom. That's awesome. During my years, the teacher was still allowed to smack a ruler across your hand. Old Puyallup. This past year, my son had a parent call the police on him for tossing a cup of water on her son outside on the last day of school, 7th grade.
Wow.
Weird world now.
Yeah, it is.
360 Stuff in 88. Thanks for the video, Troy. I was curious. Do you know what happened to the Bloodshed Brothers? I can't find their channel anywhere. Anyway, great video. Thanks. Bye. Well, we each have our own story to tell. They are a bunch of great guys, and they're kind of like on hiatus right now. So hopefully one day they'll be back. Railfan Jason, we've been hovering around the 100-degree mark with heat indexes as much as 120. Ooh. Africa hot in the Kansas City area, but we have much cooler weather coming Friday night. A cold front, 70s. I can't wait.
Wow.
And speaking of punishments, I was never spanked past the age of like 4 or 5. Learned early to behave because I didn't want to get my butt whipped. Pretty much. And that's I mean, and please don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about like spanking a child when they're like 10, 12, 14. That's just like weird. But yeah, you have to teach them young. That's our job as parents, is to teach your children.
You can't preach this as if it's something that you can do now, because this is not the way that you parent anymore. This is the way we were raised.
But I feel that we are contributing decent human beings that aren't succubuses to the system.
You also could argue that, and I mean, I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong, but you also could argue that the younger generation is more in tune with their emotions and they know how to treat each other nicely on the main. There's a lot of pros and cons to both. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but it's an archaic form of discipline that is not something that...
You've been bad. Go to your room. Oh, with all my toys, whatever shall I do?
Well, that's just not the answer either. There's doing it right and there's lazy parenting.
Yeah, okay. Pinky the cat. Hi, just want to let you know Rod is doing much better. Good.
Oh, good.
October 21st, we are officially getting married. I can't wait to change my last name forever.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. Aww. I love the good news. Mia, 2 BDIs. You don't have to read this on COC due to the rambling nature of this message, but I'm going to read some of it. You guys should do a Halloween fundraiser at the school.
We do have some stuff planned.
You called yours that you did a Halloween howl, pizza dinner, pre-ordered, and extras including drinks, free movie in the gym. I like that idea. Yeah. Have each class make a themed basket. The wine basket was very popular, and do a toonie toss.
Oh, I remember toonie tosses.
A half dollar toss maybe for us. But yeah, you've got a bunch of good ideas in there. So if anybody has any ideas for like fundraisers and fun stuff to do.
The interesting thing about PTAs right now is that because of COVID, absolutely everything in the schools was completely shut down, and you now have these kids that are like in grade 3. They're like halfway through their grade school and they've never ever experienced PTA because it didn't exist in their little worlds. So
and actually
a big challenge for us this year because there is no participation in our school right now.
And she's bringing back the PTA because last year, I think I mentioned this yesterday, that they didn't know if they were going to have it this year or not because they didn't have anybody. And the person that ran it last year, nice person, but they were also kind of
stretched really thin, and she kind of was done. Yeah, she just kind of like held the torch because nobody else was there to hold it. So we have a lot of work ahead of us, but we weren't allowed to do any of the things that you mentioned in there. Like we haven't been allowed to do anything until
last year,
just this year actually.
Oh, I thought it was the end of last year.
Yeah, but like earlier in this year, 2023.
Calendar year. Okay.
So even still, there are things that we kind of have talked about, but we have to get it okayed by the school board because we don't know if we're allowed to do it yet.
That's so cool. She's a high roller now. Ben Massey, awesome job, Angie, and have a great year.
Well, thanks.
Ben Massey, I had the rule, if you got in trouble at school or a friend's house, you got in worse or more trouble at home. Oh, yeah, you know, if you guys were raised in a split house, how well did your parents get along that if you got in trouble at one house, did the other parent carry that punishment? Because that could kind of like infringe on that parent's time. Like if they had plans to do something with a child. But also it needs to be like you need to co-parent still. So that's an interesting situation. Halloween fur. I honestly don't know about that house thing, like driving down the road, because I'm not sure if it's like a trailer home or a double wide, or if it's like a modular. If it's a trailer home, then I know that the wheels stay connected. If not, I have no idea. And I don't know what would have happened if you didn't do your chores for a couple months. I never made it past that. I always, after the first 2 months of not getting paid, then it made me realize, honestly, I was a pretty well-behaved kid and still am. I will behave adult.
Maybe I was the only bad child.
Marie Winton, to answer your question, do we meow to songs? No, not to songs, but we do meow back to my cat when she meows or mews. And we have full-on conversations meowing back and forth at each other. I have no clue what we are saying, but it seems to make my cat happy, so meow.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, we do a lot of meowing.
We really do.
We don't have any cats.
We don't have cats. And I'm just making sure that...
Not like it.
No, Coda, it drives, I think that's some of the reason why we do it is because it drives Coda absolutely batty.
No, I like to sing and meow.
I do too. Meow,
think-
meow, 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 meow,
Unfortunately, I've turned you into a meow monster.
Meow monster. Mr. Brot, oh, hi, rats. Fell asleep on the couch again. We'll watch the vlog tomorrow. Good night for the second time. And Mr. Brot, well, I meant to say, make you feel young, not 63, 60. Oh, what's 3 years, Mr. Brot? Nicole Flynn. Okay. Everything changes right now. Sorry, guys. Nicole Flynn. Hello, Troy, Angie, and Phoenix. I've had a rough 2 weeks in Portland, Oregon. She was down in Portland, Oregon. My dad passed away on the 14th from brain cancer. I got back home to Reno last night, and I'm just sitting here catching up on the videos for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm very, very sorry. I'm not going to say that I know how you feel because I don't, but I definitely feel your pain, and it doesn't...
Yeah.
For me, it's something that hasn't gone away. So relive the good memories and just cherish those and keep on keeping on. You told me that I'm like a what? An empath?
An empath.
Empath?
Every. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Vlog soup. The new manufactured homes are brought out on a trailer and unloaded onto a foundation that is raised enough for plumbing and to install hurricane straps. It's fascinating to watch video of these and large sheds being delivered. Some do stay on wheeled trailers, but it's all up to local ordinances. I will occasionally meow, but I'm more the shna shna.
Oh, yeah, you're
shna.
definitely the shna shna.
And thank you for changing things around.
Shna 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 shna.
Bran, the rain that you got was, I think, the remnants of the Hurricane Hillary in California, plus you live in Washington. How are you going to complain about rain? That's like me complaining about snow.
It doesn't rain here all the time.
No. No, don't tell people that, and everybody will want to move here. I mean,
Doesn't
not that
rain
moving here is a
all
bad
the
thing,
time.
but...
In the summertime, we actually have like a drought pretty much now.
Yeah, we do.
But
and that, I wasn't... I need to reiterate that back in the 80s, everybody was like, don't tell people it's nice here because everybody from California is going to move up here. So that was the big thing.
It does get really dreary here though, usually in the winter. It just rains and it drizzles and it rains. And sometimes we like break the record for the most consecutive days of rain. Like January is usually
most of the time it's like
dreary,
cloudy and overcast. And actually
love it.
Seattle has kind of a high suicide rate because during those times it is gray, it is cloudy, and it's monotonous sometimes.
You have to, whatever that is called, that you're affected by the lack of sunlight. There's a name for that.
Oh, yeah.
If you have that, this isn't a good place to be, but, I mean, in the wintertime, but in the summer, like...
Maybe we'll be Washington snowbirds.
We only got, like, 3 days of rain, maybe?
Well,
but last night was amazing.
Yeah, last night, it actually filled up the wheelbarrow on the back like that much.
Don't talk about wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows, you will scare Matt.
Van Isle NSX, still no rain here. And he's on Vancouver Island.
Maybe you get it tonight.
Oh, maybe. It's usually like a 24-hour delay between like BC and here. Joe Papanegan, barbers had razor straps to sharpen their razors to give you a shave. Angie is right, as always, Troy.
Ooh.
She is. She's always right. Okay. So, on that note, wow, that was a roller coaster cock. COC. Commenting on comments. It's an acronym. Okay, that's it. Happy hunting. See you guys tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, but, well, you'll see it tomorrow. Say good night.
Oh, good night.
Bye.
I'm just excited because you're going to go make popcorn now.
Okay.